If your team got guaranteed money, tell them call me.
Whoop. Make me say, my. I done been around the world.
Yeah, I was made for this.
Player Performance with J.A. Cavalier.
What's going on, D-Gens? It is Friday, back for payday. Great day in the NBA yesterday. All three best bets on this show, of course, did cash. NBA members also smashed last night. 2-0 on my 10-dime monsters, 10-dime releases, 100-star bets. Guys, both of those involved, of course, the Milwaukee Bucks. I took back the belt from Shark. Luke, of course, then took it from me. Fuck Keegan Murray. Bucks up, though, baby. Bucks team total up and over their team total. That actually flew over. And then, of course, the one I built out here, which was the Bucks Warriors moneyline parlay, cashed another 10 dimes on that. You got to love it. My only play in the NBA yesterday that lost was, of course, the Brooklyn fucking Nets. And that's on me. What the fuck am I doing? I was having these conversations in my head, and I talked myself into a play because Giddey was out, right? And Giddey's been getting so much usage, and he's been controlling the flow offensively for Chicago. So I figured, of course, what Chicago's offense was going to, of course, start slow, but they did find rhythm. We all know how that went. I just thought it was the perfect spot and it's perfect time to fade Chicago. So the conversation I was having inside my own head felt really good for about 3 quarters. But then, of course, you know what happens. But that was my smallest play in the day. Of course, we're not too upset when you lose your smallest play, especially when you smash 2 10-dime plays. Bucks, not once, but twice. Sorry, Shark. Don't want to make you feel bad about that one. I'm now starting to see the court the way I really want to see the court. And it does make sense. It's typically around this time of year, I go on one of my patent JA style runs where we're just cashing tickets night after night, sweeping boards night after night, almost as if Vegas pays less attention to the NBA during March Madness. Now, I'm not sitting here starting any drama, and I'm not stating that that's a fact. It could just be the fact that those of us who are so dialed and locked into the association really start to see the court and start to see the board much clearer. Things start to open up. And it does typically start around conference tournament time. For those who know. You were with us last year during the NBA, during last March, during the NBA. We were literally winning every single week in the NBA, which continued into the playoffs. And then, of course, we smashed the Celtics in the finals. The finals, for me, pretty much went as if I was handing out a final script. It couldn't have been scripted any better. Like I said, those of you who know. So we have a lot of games to go through today. We're going to go through each and every one of them. We're going to tell you who we like. We'll tell you why we like them. Hopefully making you guys smarter players along the way. If you're going to bet, please do so responsibly. He's Graham Sheasby. He's Luke Shuey. I, of course, am your favorite capper's favorite capper. Go ahead, smash the like button. Light it up in the comments. We are live. Here it is, NBA player performance on a Friday. You guys know what Friday is, right? Friday, of course, is payday. Say it with me. Now let's get paid.
I live the life, the bright lights, the type, the crowd likes. Where you at, ballers? Ladies love me and men, they wanna be me, they pay to come see me. Where you at, ballers?
Friday is payday. Fridays are for freedom. We see you guys in the chat. We got a great card today. 10 games, full conversation. Jay is channeling some big energy for the Celtics from the finals last year, and we're not waiting around. We're going directly to Miami. First game on the card, NBA TV National, Celtics at Heat. This is a Boston spot, in my opinion, unequivocally. Lost to the Thunder, shot the 3 ball 63 times. Rein it in a little bit, guys. Come to Miami. There's a party tonight at the Casilla Center. I think it's for the road team. J.A., thoughts on this game?
Well, of course, I got my military green on today. That just means I'm ready for war. Now, is this a Boston spot? Of course, it's a Boston spot, but it also is, of course, a wait-and-see Boston spot. I mean, really, what the fuck is Boston doing? Serious. It's like the NBA and Vegas are somehow in cahoots. I have no idea what to do with this game. Everyone knows that you bet Boston on a bounce back, right? And the line is set at 8 for good reason. But Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and, of course, Porzingis, although there was a Porzingis shoot-around sighting, all game-time decisions. Everyone knows, much to the chagrin of Miami fans, that we're fucking tanking. Yes, I'm going to put a stamp on that. I can almost fucking certainly say with certainty that the Heat are tanking. And it would make a little bit of sense because the Heat are going to get 2 first-rounders instead of 1 if we end up missing the playoffs. But this goes against everything that we stand on. This goes against everything Heat culture was built on. Put this into perspective. You can get courtside seats tonight for $2,000. Some of you may think that's expensive, but this is Miami. This is the Boston Celtics. Courtside for $2,000. This is a 10-dime fucking ticket. So it speaks to the state of the NBA. It speaks to the foundation that the Heat culture was built on. Celtics organization, you can't fucking tell me that you don't know by now whether or not Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, or Porzingis are going to be available to play. You cannot tell me. Get the fuck out of here if you're going to sit here and tell me that you don't know what your roster is going to be and who you're putting on the court. What are you manipulating? Okay, so anyway, if I get 2 of the 4, this is an absolute Boston smash spot. Probably first quarter, first half, full game. Doesn't make a difference. Those Celtics team totals over. Won't make a difference. There is not a direction you can go with the color green that won't get you in the green.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like that military uniform here on a Friday. I think the Celtics are going to do some work tonight. Luke, any props in this game?
What's up, guys? Friday energy in the chat. I absolutely love it. I'm hyped. I officially have a lean or free play in every single game tonight. So we're going to go up and down the board. This is probably the hardest one. So we're starting it off tough just for all the reasons JA listed due to injuries. I do have a VIP play in this game that I like, but my lean is actually, this is not fading Boston, but I am fading Tatum. If all those guys play, I love his under 29.5 points is what I snagged at this morning. I think it's at 28.5 now. I think, they spread the love and there's potential for blowout in this game. If Miami comes out shooting poorly, could become a second half sit spot for the starters that do play. So my lean here is Tatum under. I don't think he has to dominate. So why should he? So the under is what I like as a lean to start off this day.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. Actually, this line for the game total is very low. It's 213.5. And I actually think the game is going to be an incredibly low scoring game. On the Boston take here, we're talking about the injury report. You see White, Porzingis, Brown, Tatum. We see this almost every night now. I think at least 2 of the 4 will play, probably 3 of the 4. It's kind of just this song and dance. It's a little like meta game within the league. Like, we're not going to tell you who's going to play. Let the other coach try to figure it out and scheme for it. It's more of like a mental thing at this point, I think, coach to coach than actual injuries. And as you said, Boston has been great in the bounce back. 7-2 ATS last night off an outright loss. Not only that, those 2 non-covers, very specific stuff, not this. Sunday home game against the Pelicans, a game against Cleveland. This is just where Boston just generally hammers the Heat. And final point on this, Jay, as you said, it looks like they're tanking. I mean, you saw the game against Charlotte on Monday night. They should have beaten Charlotte by 25 points and just completely took their foot off the gas. And the last game, of course, the big bang, $50,000 play. Talk about taking your foot off the gas. They did get there on the over, but I mean, God, was that a process in the fourth quarter? This team is really not where they need to be, and I think the psychology is terrible. I think Tyler Hero's not really a leader. Adebayo, notably pretty quiet. I think they lack leadership on the court. Definitely a Boston spot here tonight, and we will keep it moving. Next game here, this was supposed to be a big game. Pacers, Sixers, 7 o'clock in Philadelphia. You look at the rosters now and you say to yourself, what could have been? Last summer, we'd look at this game. We would say Friday in March 14th in Philly, Joel Embiid, Paul George, Tyrese Maxey versus a team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. And now Philadelphia. We're talking about Miami tanking. Philadelphia is setting historical standards here. J.A., even Quentin Grimes is on the report tonight. Who are they kidding with this roster?
So you guys know my love affair with the city of Philadelphia, right? It's been a love-hate relationship. Some may have been said that, I've been kind of hard on the city of brotherly love. And listen, they've been hard on me as well, but not as hard as they are on their fans. What the Sixers organization is doing is fucking disgusting. This is a middle finger to the city of Philadelphia. This is a middle finger to Sixers fans. A middle figure to Adam Silver, well earned. NBA and basketball fans in general. The very definition of what the fuck, what's wrong with the league right now, and this is it right here. Absolute shameless. Drummond, Edwards, Grimes, Oubre, Reese, all fucking game time decisions, while you have George, Lowry, Maxey, Walker, Yabusele all out. Way to tell your season ticket holders, get the fuck out of here, without actually saying, get the fuck out of here. This is a joke. You're going to have to lay it with the Pacers tonight. But I'm going to tell you this right now. This is ugly. The NBA is in trouble, and this is making it worse. Like, this is not a good look for the league.
Yeah, Luke, I was going to ask you about props in this game. Are you capping like a high school game in the Philadelphia area tonight? Like, you got an actual prop on this game?
Tickets might be cheaper than a Philly high school game. Someone said they're $4 in the comments. You might be able to attend this for cheaper than
Courtside will pay you.
$2,000. No, we'll give you a subsidy. Come hang out with us.
It's bad. But I do like something in this game. I lean towards Andre Drummond. You know, of course, I hope he suits up. Last time we took him on his rebounds line, he doubled the line, and we cashed in the first half. I actually like his over here again on rebounds. Let me just quick tell you why. It's very simple. Who else is going to rebound? No one else is going to rebound for this Philly team. So his line at 9.5 is actually plus money to take the over. That's a really nice smash spot for a plus money line. And because he can get double digits in a half. We know that. Should be enough opportunity for him. And lastly, Indy, oddly enough, ranks 6th worst at allowing rebounds to opposing centers. So he has no reason not to give me 10 plus tonight. I like Drummond over 9.5 rebounds for a lean.
Yeah, I mean, shout to you for giving an official play in this game. I mean, this is like a real PowerPoint from Luke on a Friday. But, you know, in terms of the actual game, you want to fade the Sixers. The Sixers literally are playing. I mean, this is a G League team tonight without question. Not a good spot for the Pacers, though. The Pacers play at Milwaukee tomorrow night, a big divisional game. We already saw this week. They played Milwaukee the night before on a front and back-to-back. They tanked to Chicago. So you ask yourself, Philadelphia is insulting the league with this roster. Are the Pacers going to insult the craft of professionalism by somehow tanking to this team? Because I don't like this spot for the Pacers at all either. Pacers line, really just a funky game all around. NBA player performance, we talk about every game.
You're sick in the face if you don't think that this is a Pacers spot. The Pacers win this game by 20, 30 points tonight, honestly. You know, because first off, even if some of the guys come off of, those little GTD tags, they're still going to be half of them out. So, the Pacers will be able to name their score. The only issue on totals, at least, is going to be the sitting asses on bench effect, from blowout potential. So I hear that the Sixers tonight are giving out rocks at the stadium, but I also heard that the line starts in Kensington. So you might want to get there early.
Some good local knowledge there for the people here who want to get involved on a Friday night. Good little party there.
Get involved with the rocks in Kensington.
No, I mean, I agree with you that the Pacers are the number. It's a strong Pacers number. Pacers did blow them out in the previous game at home. This is coming strong on the road. I have the Pacers to win this game on average by 15 points. It's clearly getting steamed way out of the gym here, already at minus 13. I would not talk you guys onto the Sixers, just to be clear. I just think that.
Where the hell is
so listen, you want a chance to win the belt back? I mean, you wanted to get ahead. Back the fucking Sixers tonight, buddy.
Luke, you gonna back the Sixers?
Is this the belt game? This is not my belt game. No. I'm on Drummond, but not enough for a belt here.
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead, Shark.
I'm absolutely not taking the Sixers tonight. I'm absolutely not. I'm just making the point that we had seen.
Jay is not baiting us into this one. No way.
I almost had him. Move to the next game.
No, and final point on this. The Pacers did play early season against the Sixers depleted roster and did tank to them at home, losing in overtime 118-114, but different roster. Maxey played, Gordon. Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying that you're backing the Sixers?
I'm backing the Sixers because I have a beautiful hat and I can go out tonight. And
all right, so that's him backing the Sixers, right? You guys heard it here on Player Performance. Enough said. All right.
Official play, 10-unit banger. No, just kidding. We're moving on here. Clippers, Hawks, out of conference basketball. Slightly better game, still not utterly fantastic here on this Friday. Clippers on the road, third game of a mini road trip, finalizing here. Hawks at home. Hawks mediocre at home. 8-8 ATS last 16. Does not get any more mediocre than that. You get a Hawks revenge game. Hawks got blown out in LA in Kawhi Leonard's first game of the season. I honestly couldn't make much of this game. Jay, any thoughts?
Yeah, I actually have a lot of thoughts in this game. Give me the fucking Clippers. Fear the beard. This line opened up at 3.5, already steamed in my direction, and I may know some of the shmoney coming in on this one, so I am, of course, riding. Fuck Trae Young. Clippers have won 4 or 5. They also own Atlanta. Something about Harden and the strip clubs in Atlanta, he seems to get up. Of course, pun intended. Clippers beat the Hawks 3 of last 4, 2 of which were in the ATL. I like the Clippers in this spot. Actually, I like the Clippers rather big in this spot. So I'll just say it right now. This will be my best bet for the show. Give me the Clippers, lay the 4.5.
Props agreeing with that, Luke?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I'm not going in that direction, but it does. He said fear the beard. Y'all know fear the deer. My local deer last night hit us big for JA. Of course, I follow and tail my home team. Don't forget it. We smashed the Bucks last night. More ways than one. Anyways, Clippers, I'm actually fading Kawhi Leonard, but it's not fading him overall in the game. His assist line tonight, I love the under. It's at 3.5. I think it's getting a little more juicy than it was this morning when I posted on my blog. I think it's at like minus 145 now. So I don't care. Good juice is fine with me if you're taking a valued spot. Under 3.5 assists because he's looking more aggressive for his own shot. He really does let the beard James Harden facilitate this offense. He's not really looking to pass. He maybe get a couple dishes to Zubats, but other than that, Kawhi's looking for his own shot. And the trends here, I love it. He's only averaging 2.8 assists per game on the season. This has gone under in 5 of the last 6 games, which is important because Norman Powell is not playing. He hasn't been playing during that stretch. 1 game against the Hawks this season, he posted just 1 assist. In that game, it was a minutes restriction, so not a lot of value. But Kawhi's a hell of a player, not knocking him. He just doesn't rack up assists. This season, fewest assists per game since 2017-18 when he was back in the Spurs uniform. Give me Kawhi Leonard under 3.5 assists. This is my first official free play. Book it.
Oh, wait. One more time, Luke.
That's my first official play. Book it.
How about the Bogdanovich revenge game? Is that an angle? Is that a thing?
I actually thought about that because he's been shooting a shit ton, but he plays no defense.
No, listen, he actually is a great fit for this Clipper squad. He's actually, any pure shooter, is a great fit to play alongside of Harden. Like, people, and I'm probably as guilty of this as anybody in the industry. I've talked so much shit about Harden through the years. A great player, but, just more of his off-the-court antics and some of his nonsense. But, he is quietly putting up a ridiculous season. Like, he's really dialed in and he's really played well. And he carried this team through the injuries, and now he's carrying him through the Norman Powell injury as well. I like this Clippers team, and I think they're going to make some noise. And I think that Bogdanovich pickup was actually bigger than people are going to make it note of.
I'm actually going to quick jump in. I agree. And I've been a Harden hater my whole life, to be honest. This year I'm not, because he's the one that's playing. He's showing up every game, and he's actually performing well in a season where we see all these stars sitting out. Harden is not. I actually give him a ton of credit. If you're going to bet bogey tonight, as they call him, I'd actually go over. I'd lean the over here. He should have a lot of shots against his former team. But my official play is Kawhi under, of course.
And true story, I actually took shots with bogey.
Really? What was it?
We took shots in the Heat Nuggets final. I mean, the Heat Nuggets final when we got our asses kicked. No, I told you guys the story. They were sitting in the Bacardi lounge right next to where my seats are, and I have rail seats in the Bacardi lounge, so they were sitting right next to us. Bogdanovich, Vucevic, and both of Nikola Jokic's brothers.
I remember that story.
And I was doing shots with them. Yeah, true story.
Heck of a crew there. Just jumping off the Harden comment. I mean, like, even if you remember the narrative with James Harden over the years, it was never that he was taking games off and he didn't really like give on-court quality. It's just he's just enigmatic off the court. strip clubs, changing teams, maybe emotional, this and that. But he's always been a gamer. He's always been on the court. He's not one of these guys that's taking games off. So I'm not entirely surprised by this. I like to see this within the older guard, this competition. And just shout out to the chat. One guy scrolling up here made a comment about Terrence Mann tonight in a revenge game. This guy, Terrence Mann, Luke and I were talking about this privately like a couple weeks ago. This kid went to Florida State, and he came out with the Clippers in his rookie year and dropped like 30 on the Jazz in a playoff game in the second half. And that was a Clippers team that had Kawhi, Paul George, a bunch of like legendary players. This guy, Terrence Mann, is fearless as hell. And after the post game, he was just like, it's me. It's what I do. And I was like, this dude thinks he's Michael Jordan in the playoffs. But point being, he's going to swag out tonight against the Clippers. I really like Terrence Mann to show up here. Luke, did you consider that angle?
I didn't, but I love it. He's not afraid to shoot the ball, so don't take his under tonight. That's for sure. I'm with you if you like the over. Not an angle I'm on in VIP, but one that I don't mind.
Shark, you back in the Hawks?
I don't like this.
Setting up another every game. Where's the belt?
I'm looking for smoke today. I'm ready for war. I told you, boy.
I can sense the energy is high here on a Friday. I like it. And no, I'm not back in the Hawks. I can't get there with this one. I think you probably win this one, albeit tight, I would think.
All right, we can move on.
That JA cackle today could be recorded for movies to be played back for hundreds of years. The final boss laugh right there.
This is not the time of year to fade me. That's all I'm saying. That's a warning for Luke. That's a warning for Shark. And that's a warning for all you boys in the comments and ladies, of course. I can't forget the ladies. We love you too. Not the time of year to fade me. I am locked in. I am seeing the card. Listen, I have about 50,000 already in action on tonight's NBA card. I love the fucking card. Locked, loaded, ready to fucking roll. You guys know how it goes. It's March. The madness has begun. Let's go.
No, I love it. 10-game card tonight. A lot of data. We've had a couple weak cards this week. This is a very good card. And staying course here, 8 o'clock in Texas. Battle of Texas here. Rockets hosting the Mavericks in the division. A lot of moving parts. Of course, I've said this numerous times. I will say it again. It is like an asteroid hit the Mavericks. Everything that could have possibly gone wrong has gone wrong. And now, as a result, they are 12.5-point underdogs on the road. This is complete chaos, complete disarray. The line is telling us a heavy story. J.A., you're fired up. You going to fire up the Rockets tonight?
Well, what I'm going to fire up here is the Mavericks team total under 104.5. Dallas, of course, now lost 6 of 7. Rockets have won 4 straight, 2 of 3 against Dallas in the last 3. Houston held Dallas under in 2 of 3 of those games. Houston is on one right now, right? Top 5 in opponent field goal percentage, 4th in points allowed. In this 4-game run that they're on right now, they've held 3 of 4 opponents under this team total, so where it's set at tonight. Dallas is worthless, offensively worthless, defensively worthless, front office worthless. Nico Harrison makes Jerry Jones look like Stephen fucking Hawkins. Go Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the front office idiots in Texas. Luke, you got any props in this one?
I love the Rockets in general. If you guys remember, they were the best team in the NBA this time last year. They went on their hell of a run and just barely missed the playoffs. This year, they're going to make the playoffs. They're a scary team. I wouldn't want to face Houston first round. In this game, I'm going Alperen Sengun over 10.5 rebounds. It's my second official free play, and I absolutely love it. So many reasons to love it here. First off, line functionality. He averages lower than this on the year. He's putting up just 8 rebounds per game in March, but odds makers post his line multiple rebounds above this. And who's he playing? Dallas. They suck. They have nobody starting 6'7" or taller in their starting lineup. He's going to dominate the boards tonight. And Dallas also allows the 6th most rebounds per game of any team in the NBA. That number's only getting worse. They're giving rebounds up to everybody. Their last game, De'Aaron Fox and Devin Vassell for the Spurs combined for 19 rebounds. I see Sengun flying over this number. This morning I actually got it at plus money. I think it still is actually at a really good rate here. So give me Sengun over 10.5 rebounds for a second official play.
The problem is this isn't a green screen. Did I just go off? This is real life. You know how it is, right?
Who's
there?
signed that?
This is Sap, I think. Yeah, this is Sap.
I was gonna say Jeremy Shockey, Clinton Portis. Give me some juice here, Hurricane.
He's talking
baby.
about it's
Thursday,
Sap,
Greg.
Ray Lewis, Reggie Wayne, and Frank
Well,
Gore. The four
cool.
helmets behind me is Sap, Ray Lewis, Reggie Wayne, and Frank Gore. And then the 3 jerseys walking down the hallway are, of course, my boy Taylor, of course, rest in peace, homie. Reed, and then another Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis, the greatest Kane of all time. I mean, it doesn't get any better.
You don't think it was Ken Dorsey?
What's that?
You don't think it was Ken Dorsey?
Listen, he was a good quarterback for us. There's no hate on Dorsey at what he did at the U.
What about
he was no
third league
Testaverde. I mean, he was no Testaverde for us, right? Or no Kozar for us. But he had a nice little career at the U. He didn't do anything after, but he's still in the league now, right? He's offensive coordinator, so he's doing something, right?
Yeah, he was the source of Josh Allen's worst career season, actually, when he called plays for the Bills a couple of years ago. But staying course here, NBA basketball. Somehow Josh Allen comes up and we're talking Rockets Mavericks. It must be Friday. But I have an official play in this. Great game to bet. 4th matchup of the year in the division. Data abundant. It's in my VIP. Please sign up on a Friday, guys, and we will keep it moving.
Wait, look, did you have anything on this game, or did you even go, or did we just go off on a
gave my
tangent?
full readout. You got all distracted. I got Sengun over 10.5 rebounds. No,
I was
you're good.
just a little distracted. Where was the camera angle got me all off. Go to the next one. Let Alex in.
Next game up here, 8 o'clock in Memphis. Grizzlies, Cavs, huge game. One of the bigger games on the card tonight. I love this game. I have my top free play in this game. I will throw it to JA, however. Are the Grizzlies going to get the Cavs tonight?
Dominguez, we feel you. We love you right back, homie. We got to give a shout and mentions to everybody. Tom Ford, what's going on? All of our guys, the usual suspects in H-Town legend, Jermaine, always with us. We love you guys. Thank you. Motherfucking Seth. Always a pleasure to have you. Matt Austin, welcome. We always have to go through the chat and see who's in here. Jesus, what's up, Jesus, my dude? Ja. I don't ever know if he's saying my name or if he's laughing, because that's how they type it out, like when they're from Mexico. If they type out J-A as their laughs. So I never know if they're just like shouting J-A is like a chant for me. But that's the way I take it. Whether I'm right or wrong, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I cheer for me too. Jamal, what's going on, big guy? See everybody in the chat. Let us know where you're from. Let us know where you're tuning in from. All right, so the mush is in the room. Okay, you're not a mush. We love having you, but we're gonna listen. It's March NBA. We're gonna change that narrative for you. About to stack up stacks, counting chips, grabbing bags. For this is gonna be a wait and see. But listen, for me, this is like that whole train narrative that we spoke about, and of course, this is the New Yorker playing in me. Remember standing on the platform waiting for the R, or when on my way to school at Flushing, waiting for the 7. You got to wait for the vehicle to come to a complete stop, and the Cavs are just a train right now, right? So I'm not stepping in front of them. On the other hand, it's Memphis, and this is where you typically like to back the Grizz. Also, Triple J now flirting with a return, so you don't know if he's going to play. Look, I'm going to pass on this one, but this will absolutely be the popcorn main TV game, the one that I want to watch. And of course, there is the caveat of Donovan Mitchell not playing tonight. And I don't really like this Cavalier offense when it's run by Garland. I don't. I truly don't. I don't like him being the main facilitator. I don't like him having the ball in his hands too much. So that's the problem with me back in the Cavs. But you're not going to step in front of a team that's just won 15 straight on such a short number. And they're way too deep to think that they're not going to be able to get points with Mitchell on the bench. So for me, I'm stepping away from this one altogether. But I would watch this. This will be the best game to watch all night.
So Luke and I were talking before, and Luke is the prop master. But Luke, tonight it's Friday. Can I ask you to give us a game breakdown here? Grizzlies to win the game outright, I believe.
I do like the Grizzlies here. So I'm not one to usually say, oh, this team going to end their 15-game win streak. That's a lame take just in general. But I do think this is a spot the Grizzlies get the job done. And the prop market shows me that. That's why I say it. I follow the numbers. I follow the market for props. This is an over, in terms of props in general, particularly for Memphis. And so that's why I like them tonight. But this is my third straight official free play. It's bang, bang, bang here. I'm loving it. I'm going Ja Morant over 23.5 points tonight. Should be a scoring frenzy, I think. The over-unders was at 244, I think, last time I saw it. But so I was thinking, Morant or Bane, who's going to be the best play here? I go with Morant because of shot attempt potential and likelihood. His props line, again, 23.5 points. Guys, he's hit this in 7 straight games and hit it easily. He's going over this against other teams. He should go over in a Cavs matchup with high scoring. He's putting up 28.8 points per game on 21 shot attempts per game so far in March. Because of the way he attacks the paint, I see no reason he doesn't go for 25 plus tonight. Third official free play of the show already. Morant over 23.5, and I do like the Grizz tonight. What do you?
But wait, we didn't get to book it.
Oh, Morant over 23.5. Book it.
One more time.
What do you got here? Book it. Book it.
One more time. One more time.
No. That's great.
The first one
That never gets old.
Of the 6 or 7 you've done today, the first one in this rendition was the best one. Biggest energy. I'll give you a nice little 8.2 out of 10 on that book it. But speaking of booking it, my top official play for this show, it is a free play, also a VIP play on this Friday. Memphis plus 2.5. And as much as Jay doesn't like stepping in front of these teams, I kind of love it. I got to be honest. I love finding teams that are too hot, that are about to lose a game, and I really think this is where it comes tonight. Cleveland has won 15 straight games. They did it once already this year, and I think now coincidentally, they did lose the 16th game. So maybe this is a capping point, but I think it's even more precise than that. When you see teams in any sport that are on super long winning streaks, you start to sense at some point in the streak that they're kind of fatiguing. And they are 2-4 ATS last 6. And you look at a few of these recent games on the road, they almost lost at Charlotte. They barely got them by 1 point. Most recently on Tuesday night, they were down by 20 points at home to Brooklyn, barely pulled it out. The point here is they've hit the wall, and this is where it's going to get even more difficult. You're not playing great ball. Donovan Mitchell's out. They're 0-4 ATS last 4 in games where Mitchell doesn't play. And Memphis, as we've detailed over and over and over, has really been very poor against the spread in recent history. Actually, 0-8 ATS last 8 at home. When I saw this, I'm blown away. Memphis in this generation with Ja Morant is actually an elite home team. For them to be 0-8 is really bizarre. You want to buy low on that. And Memphis has performed great this year at home against East contenders in the top 8. They covered against Milwaukee, Detroit, Indiana, Orlando, only non-cover against the Knicks. They shot 4 for 31 from 3 against the Knicks. Should have beaten the Knicks by 10 points. This is where it all comes to a head tonight. Memphis wins this game outright. We think Triple J is coming back. That's not a coincidence. They know this game is huge. All boxes checked. Top VIP and free play tonight from me. Take Memphis plus 2.5. And
now, listen, I don't have a problem with you taking the Grizzlies, but you saying that you think that Memphis believes that this game is huge. We're about to get into an argument on that one. This is another meaningless out of conference Eastern West Coast game. It doesn't matter that much to these guys. It really doesn't.
You don't think guys don't get extra amped to end a winning streak?
No, I don't, because you know what? Donovan Mitchell is literally sitting on the bench. That's how fucking amped he is.
So you don't think that losing 4 straight? I didn't even mention this. They've lost 4 straight games to Cleveland. They lost this year in Cleveland, very close. Cleveland has the best record in the league.
It means nothing. It means nothing. You're playing an Eastern Conference team that you will probably not see again for the rest of the season. It means nothing.
teams always turn up for championship teams. Like we talked about this with the Celtics, Denver
Yeah, but
last
see, the
year.
Celtics may run into the Thunder again. I don't think the Grizzlies think that they're going to run into the Cavaliers again. I really don't.
No, I'm saying like let's just call right now like the Cavs like the regular season champions. So effectively, it's like when you're facing the Celtics or Denver last year. Like we say this all the time. It doesn't matter if it's in or out of conference. Like when the champs come into your building, these teams just turn up to a higher level. It's just the psychology.
This game means so little that it's not even on national television.
Yeah, I mean, so you
this
think
game was so important that they put the Celtics heat on.
Yeah, well, I mean, so
that's a mistake. This is going to be the better game. But.
Well, no, this will be the better game. But I'm just giving you the real perspective on this game. It's not as big as you think it is. And listen, if even a Triple J comes back tonight, which I don't think he will, which would be kind of odd, but even if he comes back tonight, he's going to be on a minutes restriction because you're going to have to. And I don't think this game really comes down to that. Listen, I'm not betting the Cavaliers. And nor did I ever say, but I'm not going to try and catch a falling knife either. I'm not going to try and bet against them. Like, that would just be silly. Like, you don't bet against 15-game win streaks. You just don't do it. And you may be right. Listen, I hope you're right. Like, you're betting this one, so I hope you're right. And all those who tell, I hope you guys are right. I hope Memphis wins this game. I just know you're not getting one of my dollars on this particular game because I do think that this is a Grizzlies spot. But I am absolutely not going to bet against a 15-game win streak on such a short number. I just can't do it. It's impossible.
This is a Shark and Shuey special. We're going Grizzlies. Let's go.
I hope you guys both cash your ticket. I love both of you guys. You know what? I may not always agree with some of the things you do, but you know what? It's your money. You're free to do what you want. And I hope you win. Cash it.
Yeah, and one final point on this. Forget the Cavs, whatever it is. I love buying low on an 0-8 sample. I love fading an unsustainable streak. It's statistics. It's just numbers in the sky. I love that stuff. And the Memphis Grizzlies actually need this game for the playoff race in the West. Forget Cleveland. They are tied with Denver. They're one game up on the Lakers and Rockets. They could drop to the 6th seed if they don't start winning these games. They have to win this, and it is an opportunity to dominate. Let's turn it up, Grizzlies. Next game on the card, Magic at Timberwolves. Very interesting game here. I was looking at this, and what I found was truthfully mind-blowing stuff. You talk about out-of-conference teams that really don't care about each other. For whatever reason, the road team in this matchup is absolutely dominant the last 5 years. There is one home victory in this matchup since 2020. That is flat-out bizarre, particularly because Orlando has been a very good home team in recent history, and Minnesota has been a great home team in the Towns leading into Edwards window here. I have no idea why. I was trying to figure out, is there a coach? Is there a player from the area? Some sort of external motivation? It doesn't appear that way. I don't know if it continues tonight, but Orlando has dominated at Minnesota. Jay, you think Orlando continues this dominance?
Orlando on a back-to-back with travel. I mean, it's actually crazy that Cole Anthony matters, but he does. And he's questionable for tonight. KCP also questionable. I can't lay 10 with the Wolves, but the line says you should. Still, I can't do it. I mean, I'm not laying 10, but I can't take it with Orlando. No Cole Anthony. Suggs done for the year. Now KCP also questionable, and they're on a back-to-back where they did dominate last night. Usually there's a letdown in the spot, and this number tells you everything that you would want to know. I mean, if you're playing just sharp numbers, this screams Minnesota.
Yeah, the line strength is heavy. Again, I just don't know why the road team is so dominant in this matchup. Luke, any thoughts? I mean, any idea why the road team is so dominant here?
It doesn't really make sense to me, particularly out of conference. And so I actually don't have a huge tell in this game for props. So I'm mostly staying away. There's one VIP play. And if I had to lean, I'm actually going with just a crazy trend here. I know he was playing a lot more with a couple of guys out, but Jaden McDaniels for the Timberwolves over 20.5 PRA, points, rebounds, assists. He's hit that number 100% of the time the last 10 games. I know he's playing Orlando, but I have to go over that as a lean until he doesn't hit it because he's confident he's playing good basketball. So I'll be quick with this one because there's a lot of value left. McDaniels over 20.5 PRA.
I honestly like that. When I graded this game, the teams did play in Orlando, and then, of course, Minnesota blew them out because they played in Orlando. We'll never know why. But it was a really low-scoring game. Minnesota 104-89. The line there was very, very low, 199.5. You rarely ever see NBA closing lines for totals in contemporary basketball under 200 points, and books really did nail it. Now they're moving it up to 209.5. You get Orlando on a back-to-back. You get Minnesota off an under in Denver. Minnesota has not performed particularly well this year, the game after beating Denver. They are 0-2 ATS the game after the Denver game this year. I see a higher scoring game. I think this is going to be wide open. I think there will be fatigue. Orlando. My top lead in this game would be the over. And, of course, Luke's prop does confirm and correlate to that. A lot of stuff going on in this game, keeping it moving. 8 o'clock. Probably the worst game of the card here. Hornets at Spurs in San Antonio. I feel like we keep saying this with these teams. This could have been something entertaining to watch on a Friday night in March. Wembanyama, LaMelo Ball, some of these guys. No Wemby. Now De'Aaron Fox is shut down for the year. The Hornets have been scrappy on the road. This game is tough to handicap. J.A., you're laughing. Does that mean you have a banger in this game, or are you just laughing in general?
No, that means that Nathan just pretty much set me up. We're going to go with the Hornets over 114. No, I'm just joking. We're actually going to go De'Aaron Fox, who's now out for the season. So I'd rather watch midget porn.
Luke, do you have any props in this one? Can you save them?
It's Friday. Of course, we had to talk about porn. This is a really ugly game. I
just a little bit of porn, just a little.
more ways than one. My lean
a dwarf walks into a brothel. No, I'm just. What was the joke from Game of Thrones?
The joke we don't need to hear. No. My lean here is simply a line functionality one. I would take Stephon Castle, over 19.5 points. With De'Aaron Fox out, he should run this offense with Chris Paul and get a ton of shots. So the line's showing us to take over on Castle's points, but it's a really small lean. I don't love this game. It's going to be a gross one, so mostly stay away for me.
Yeah, this game, honestly, this line is all over Charlotte. Charlotte's due to get a dub here. Charlotte did beat San Antonio when Wemby was playing back at home in January, I believe. I would lean towards Charlotte. If you guys want to throw it in a parlay, if you're just hanging out, trash game. Take Charlotte and let's keep it moving. Another game.
Alex, Fox is now done for the season. They shut him down so he can get hand surgery. So Fox is done for the season. Wemby also done for the season. So pretty much they're just saying, hey, you know what, let's get the best pick that we can get or whatever, even if they even have their pick. I would assume that they probably don't if they pulled Fox. It would have took the one. I don't remember what the makeups of the trade. But no, definitely not anything for me. The Spurs would be on the fade list probably moving forward. They've been pretty much a fade over the last couple of weeks anyway.
Yeah, it's just a tough game. The line is on the Hornets. The Hornets did beat them at home. I don't know. Let's just keep it moving here. 9:30 National, second leg of the National back-to-back tonight. This game, unfortunately, is completely contaminated as well. Lakers at Nuggets, NBA TV. We really are losing our way when the Lakers are sitting almost their entire team on a national game against an arch rival. This is looking like Austin Reeves and the rest of the guys who are basically on the bench getting 13.5, now 15.5 points at Denver. We've seen this time and time again. A lot of the players sit, the backup players play better. The other team doesn't take it seriously. I could see the Lakers somehow covering 15.5. I really don't like the game. Jay, any thoughts on this one?
Actually, I have quite a bit of thoughts on this one. This line is absolutely insulting. If you're a Lakers fan, if you're a Laker, if you're in that purple and gold, absolutely insulting. The Nuggets laying 13.5, and still, if you're going to play it, you have to lay it. Look, it's just a terrible spot for the Lakers. Third game in 4 nights, third on the road, off 2 really bad losses. Both of their games so far without LeBron, now playing on back-to-back in altitude, back-to-back against 2 teams off of terrible losses. You had the Halliburton 4-point play, right? Then you had to face the Milwaukee Bucks. You get run out of the gym in that game, and now on the very next night, you get to fly to Denver and play a well-rested Nuggets team after getting blown out of the fucking gym by the Timberwolves. Who's stopping Nikola Jokic? Jokic literally may just set up camp under the rim tonight. It's going to be like a father playing basketball with his infant son, where you just hold the ball up here, you know what, and you make the kid jump around swinging at it. That's going to be the entire fucking Laker team tonight, jumping at the basketball while Jokic is sitting there smiling and grinning at them. I don't see how you stop it. You have to lay it. Give me the Nuggets. Listen, this is also a revenge spot. They lost to LA by 23 last time that they met. You have to take the Nuggets in this spot. I would lay the double digits and fucking, I think the Nuggets roll.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Luke, Austin Reeves tonight, we were saying before the show, this guy doesn't take games off. He's ready to go. Prop market is all over him, correct?
Yeah, I said I'd drop something. I'm going to do it live. This is my top VIP play at the moment. I haven't released fully yet, so I might have one that matches it. But Austin Reeves, over 26.5 points. This is a sweet spot. If they can even stay within 20 points of Denver till the fourth quarter, Reeves should go over this number. My analytics have him showing a projection of 35 to 37 points tonight. That's ridiculous value, and the line shows it. It's 7.5 points above his season average. That would be absolutely insane on a normal game. He's the only one playing tonight. If you watched last night, he looked good in Milwaukee. He was efficient, 10 to 17 from the field, 28 points. That's with Luka still dropping, like, what did he drop? 40 points almost. I see Reeves putting up 28 to 30 shot attempts tonight if the game can stay within 20 points. Top VIP play tonight. That's right. Reeves over 26.5. And you know what we're doing? Book it. Sorry, I almost pulled my shoulder there. Whew.
Hey, I called the rotator cuff injury like a week ago.
Luke is going to be GTD for Monday's show.
No, I mean, I'm sitting. I'm not even kidding. I mean, like swinging your arm like that.
This is
Garrett Cole knows all about that.
It sounds dumb to say, but this is the Austin Reeves game. We've seen him ball out on a solo stage before. He shows up. He's a gamer, hard worker. Give me Reeves every day of the week here.
Yeah, I mean, like you hate to use the immortal word lock, but I mean, dude, this guy is going to, as you said, he's going to have 30 shot attempts. He gets to the line. He draws contact. Yeah, the refs actually kind of respect him, too. I mean, you see his free throw totals. He gets, I mean, you're not going to say necessarily superstar totals, but double-digit free throws frequently. There's been a couple games recently without a pre-Luka, I think, but where LeBron sat and Reeves went off for like 35-plus points. I mean, I could honestly see a ladder here tonight. I could see 35. He hit 40 this year once. It's definitely the side of this game. I mean, I'm 100% behind this play as well. I think Austin Reeves over the points market is an absolute banger tonight. ATS side is going to be tough. JA likes Denver, keeping it moving. 9:30 in Utah. Bottom feeder basketball. Raptors, 20 under 500. Jazz, 36 games under 500. Well, I like these games. I have an official VIP play. I love the dirt. I love to look at it. There's a great angle in this game. Jay, I'm assuming you don't love this game, but anything would surprise me on this Friday.
This is bottom feeder basketball going off here tonight, right? I don't bet bottom feeder basketball. I'm waiting for Bernsey to get a quick on something. I'm going to drop something special for you guys right now. So for me, you guys already know what this is, right? This is take a shit in your hands and clap. It's going to be better than rooting for either one of these teams tonight. So Bernsey, did you post that? Post that in the chat right now, in the comments. All right. So right there, this is what I'm doing. No, you have to separate that. This show only, for those who watch this show only. The entire Elite basketball season, $199. Just for those who watch player performance. I don't promote, on this show often. Today, I'm gonna take it because the bottom line is today is going to be a fucking monster day. The NBA roll is starting. March Madness is here. So with the elite basketball season, you're going to get everything I do in college basketball, everything I do in the NBA, every ticket that I personally have, whether it's 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, doesn't make a difference. I play it, you get it. You'll be an elite member for the rest of the season, straight through March Madness, straight through the NBA Finals. So on this game, I have absolutely nothing. But if you want in on that, you can get it right now. $199 the entire season, the rest of the season, straight through the NBA Finals. That's only going to be for today. That's only going to be for this show, and it's only for those who watch this. Anything that I have will be included in that as well for NBA and college basketball.
Luke, any props in this one?
Let's go. Love that. Love the special for the people. It's a fun community. You guys keep the show lively. I am going to go with a very small lean here. It's a garbage game, as we said. If you're going to look for something to throw in your, pizza money parlay, Colin Sexton over 1.5 made threes for the Jazz. I have him projected for 2 to 2.5. Nice advantage on the line. And I'm a Jazz fan tonight. I'm a weirdo. I like the Jazz in this game.
You said it.
Just going to say it. So if I had to lean, it's Jazz and Colin Sexton in this game.
Yeah, as I said, I have a VIP play in this game. Really, really good stuff tonight. And I think Luke's props are correlated with my take. So, guys, sign up with me, sign up with Jay, sign up with the Prop Master. We bring you guys the top level of analysis and picks in the world, and I firmly believe that. Keeping it moving, last game on the card, 10 o'clock in Phoenix. Footprint Center, Suns Kings, matchup 3 in this division, Pacific Division basketball. Really good stuff here. My top play of the entire card is in this game. I honestly think you guys might not be able to guess what I have in this game because it's a really interesting conversation, but I love this game. Luke, I think you agree. Any props?
I do have a prop in this game. I'm just going to quick handicap this game for JA. Fuck Keegan Murray. This was the belt game. I had to do it.
Listen, I was just a day late on Keegan Murray. I actually meant to play him tonight.
See, I can get behind that. Now, last night, if you guys were watching the show, I was fading Keegan Murray, and it was a pretty entertaining game to watch him start off 1 for 6. I was cheering for the under, had to love it. Anyways, tonight I'm going a different direction. If you want Keegan Murray, go for it. But I'm taking Zach LaVine over 20.5 points for a strong lean. Have him projected for 25 or more tonight. He's been really laid back in attacking and shooting. I don't know why, but he was 4 for 4 from 3 last night. That says he's going to really shoot a lot more tonight. In my mind, if you watch the game, I really see a bounce back point production performance for LaVine as a lean over tonight.
Yeah, Jay, any side or angle in this game?
Well, I do have one angle. Michael, if you're asking local, obviously 11, 11's always up there as far as looks of girls. Listen, low key, Diamond Dolls in Pompano, legit. If you like Cuban girls, Diamond Dolls in Pompano. I was turned on to that by one of my boys, and honestly, it's our go-to spot. You'll love it. So if you're in the area for spring break, or if you're in the area on vacation and the wife wants to go to the beach, you want to go hit the buffet, Diamond Dolls in Pompano can't talk you off. Always a good look. That's right. Diamond Dolls hits hard. Legit. Absolutely legit. I've said enough. Anyway, I don't want to get myself in trouble here. So for me, this is a Suns spot. Give me Phoenix, lay the 3. And I don't say that often, but moving in favor of the Suns right now, the line's going up. I'm not really surprised. Kings just got their ass fucking reamed last night. Warriors took it behind the shed, 130 to 104. Sacramento's 3rd straight loss. Plus, Kings are awful in this spot. The second leg of a back-to-back, 4-8 this season. Lost each of the last 4 on the second night. Now, to make matters worse, probably without Sabonis, they're double machine. They're, whether he's a center or a forward, that's an argument for another take. Suns are also playing pretty well at home right now. They've performed better in this spot. 18-13 this season at home. Phoenix has covered 4 of its last 5. I like the Suns in this spot. I think this is a Suns number. Give me the Suns, lay the 3.
Yeah, as I said, my top play is in this game, and we have best bets and a beautiful song on a Friday. Burnsy.
All right, so here it is, best bets We're going to start with Sharky. Graham, what do you have best bets for the show?
We had a great conversation about 20 minutes ago. Memphis, take them down tonight at the Grindhouse. Let's dominate.
Luke?
Well, first off, Lino, you're right. I have no shot in Diamond Dolls. Pump Master needs to stay away. My best bet of the show is what I just dropped. It's Austin Reeves over 26.5 points tonight. I really see him going for 35 or more.
But the reload action is impressive. What was that show with what's his name? Vince Vaughn and the dude with the nose, the brother, Owen Wilson. Is that the name? Owen? Yeah. Where they get the job, the interns where they get intern at Google, and they take the kid to the strip club, and he keeps going in for lap dances, and he keeps having to go to the bathroom to clean himself.
Quick reload, yeah.
Anyway, and he was like, "Yeah, but the reload actually is impressive." All right, for me, I already gave you. I actually have two best bets for the show. The two games that I actually stood on, which is going to be the Phoenix Suns, and then I dropped the Clippers earlier. I like both of them. I like both of them equally. Ride or die. What are we going to make the ride or die? Well, Shark, you cashed yesterday. So, Bernsey, give me a winner. Wait. So, you know what? That's it. In the comments right now, give me a shark. Let's get a shark. Give me a shark. Everybody shark, and Bernsey will pick a $200 Amazon gift card winner.
Ride or die, remember?
Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Quick with it. You got one? Post your winner. Double shark. So he posted two sharks and then you get okay. Oh wait! Now Boston Lee just went up them with like 12 sharks. Well, no, you already announced your winner. We can't do that. It's all right. Sharks gonna cash again tonight. You know what? The Sharks gonna cash again tonight. We'll make Memphis the ride or die. That's right. So Memphis tonight is the ride or die. Jason, listen. All you have to do is email us at service@ylose.com, and they'll give you a code. They'll tell you how to use the code. Once they tell you how to use the code, you'll collect your $200 Amazon gift card from the good folks here at ylose.com. That's the letter YLOSE.com. So the ride or die for today is going to be, we're going to ride Shark. Shark hit it yesterday. We're going to keep riding him until he fails. Let's hope that's not for quite some time. So that's going to be the Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies tonight. You know what? Are you taking a money line, or are you taking those little 2.5?
Plus 2.5.
So plus 2.5?
That's right.
Memphis Grizzlies plus 2.5 is the ride or die tonight. That hits, and of course, somebody wins a $200 Amazon gift card. Let's build out a little six-leg, and I'll start right now. So both of my best bets are going to be the first two games of the six-leg parlay. That's going to be the Phoenix Suns lay the 3. You can actually put that money line. It's going to be a short number on the six-leg parlay, and also you can go money line on the Clippers in that parlay as well. Luke, give me 2 legs for the parlay.
Yeah, 2 legs. It's hot. I got to go Reeves over 26.5. It's a banger. We're going to cash it again. Last night we cashed him in a VIP. We're going to cash him again tonight. And then second play, I'm actually going to go Naz Reid, Timberwolves, over 12.5 points. He's been playing. He hasn't been shooting as much as he was for a while there. I like his over tonight in the points category.
So that's Austin Reeves and Naz Reid.
Yes.
Okay. Shark, 2 legs.
Go
Memphis, obviously one of them, right?
Sure, if you want, yeah.
Well, I mean, if it's your best bet, we want to win for these people. Remember that. That's the objective.
Yeah, I'm clear on that. We don't like losing in this. We don't.
One more. Come on. Last leg.
Memphis plus 2.5 and over Orlando, Minnesota at 206.5.
All right, so that's your 6-leg parlay. We have the Suns money line, we have the Clippers money line, we have the Grizzlies plus 2.5, and we have the Magic T-Wolves over the posted total. Luke, you're fading, or you're on Austin Reeves?
I'm on both. So over Reeves, 26.5. Over Naz Reid, 12.5. Both points.
There you go. That's the 6-leg parlay. He posted it in the comments. Let's get to a couple Q&A questions.
Practice? We're talking about practice, man.
All right. You guys have questions. We'll have some answers. Let's get to it. Yeah, Jessica, you just emailed me today. You'll get it. Promise you. I've never won. Okay. RJ Barrett assists Luke.
RJ Barrett, you guys want to know more free props in that trash game, don't we? I was really mostly staying away from the Raptors tonight because, like I said, I'm on the Jazz, and I have his line listed as super sharp. So Barrett's assist line's 4.5. My numbers are showing him 4.7 projected, so like super barely on the over. It's a stay away from me though. I'm staying away from Raptors tonight.
Next, Shark.
You know my answer. Go Jazz. One of my VIP plays is in that game, and that's all I can say on that.
I don't play games with two teams that have absolutely nothing to play for. So, but Luke loves the Jazz, if that matters. I mean, it shouldn't, but it does. No, I'm just playing. Next question. What do you think about Bam over 32.5 PRA?
Yeah, we didn't get a belt going today for the props, Jay. I was just thinking about that. Anyways, Bam's not a bad play tonight because he should play such an important role. But the reason I haven't gone there is what Jay said. Miami's like tanking. Like they're just not playing well. I don't know when he's going to show up and drop 25 points, 10 rebounds, or when he's going to show up and score 6. Like it's a stay away again. I hate that answer, but it is. I looked into him and I didn't have enough confidence to get there.
Put Jamal up. Oh, I can do that.
Not a job.
Look, I couldn't get my fat ass into a McLaren. I don't know what you're talking about. Actually, I have a Bentley Continental, sweetest why lose blue in the world, and the Culligan's coming, same color, baby blue. Why lose baby blue? Got to match it, of course. The fleet is growing, and then the everyday little Range Rover. You know what I mean? Nice little get to here and there. Yeah, but I mean, more so you got to wait to see who's in for the Celtics, right? Like, I can't play them as the roster's currently constructed because all I'm getting right now that I know of is Horford and Drew. And then, I'm going to have Pritchard running around shooting the ball from everywhere. So I wouldn't, if that's what I'm getting tonight, then no, absolutely not. I would stay away. However, if I get 2 of the 4 in, then I might switch that up. Same answer, really. Luke?
This one I can get. This one I can support. I'm on Levine. Any stat you look at tonight. So PRA, if you do the combo, points, rebounds, assists. I'm a fan of the over here. That's where I'd lean. I think, I don't know what you guys' take is on the total in that game, but I like guys putting up numbers in this one. So give me Levine over.
Oubre, isn't he questionable?
Yeah, this prop, you're gonna have to wait and see the lineup. Like, if there's no Grimes, then Oubre himself is questionable. So like, I can't really give a take here. I'm on Drummond's rebounds though, if you recall. And I do this. Oh, this is a good one. So Bane, I actually would bet both guys. Morant was my free play over points. I do think Bane gets the window on his 19.5 too. If the game total is at 250 almost, both those guys should score 24 and 20 respectively for Memphis to win this game, like we predict. Sharky and I, at least. So I think Bane gets over. Love it.
Yeah, Jamal, whose lifetime, yours or mine? You know what I mean? I honestly, the only reason why I put this up is because I find that one of the most ridiculous things in the world when somebody sells a lifetime subscription. What's a lifetime? I mean, a lifetime to different people mean different things, doesn't it? And does that mean I'm forever obligated to release games to you. Like, I'm going to be 85 for my death boat bed, calling in the Celtics. I don't understand how people even do that, but they do that. That is some crazy, crazy shit. And another thing that's really big in this industry, and I know some of you have seen me post on this in the past, and I'm going to put it back out there right now, just another heads up. Like there's these subscription sites now that it's like OnlyFans for sports bettors and OnlyFans for handicappers. And I'm going to tell you guys really honestly, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, more so as kind of like a PSD thing. Be very careful, man. Be very, very careful. They're telling you that games are free and the picks are free, and then they're asking you for your credit card numbers. And then as soon as that game, that free, supposedly free pick wins, they're charging you right away. So I think it's a sleazy way of doing business. So I'll just tell you that right now. Just be careful about that shit. Yeah, look, I don't mention names. Like I told you guys yesterday, I never talk shit about anybody individually. People have the right to make money how they feel comfortable making money. Me, however, you know what? That's just not the way I would do business. But you know what? It's up to them. That's not on me. Like, Well, let's get back to questions about games. What'd you say about something about hookers? Calling them in. What's your angle on Clippers other than the gut feel? Why fade Hot Atlanta tonight? I don't think it was anything to do with a gut feeling. I think I gave a pretty well rounded read on it, and it's really more so the Clippers' form and how the Clippers have performed in Atlanta against Atlanta. Atlanta doesn't play really well against these more defensive-minded teams, and they really struggle against a team with a true center, and Zubac is anything if that. Well, let's go one more. Let's do that for since we're on that game, Luke.
Ooh, someone's going with the RA total. I don't usually bet those, but I love the niche here. Rebounds and assists combined, I would go over. Dyson Daniels can do it all. We know he's a hell of a defender, but he can grab boards and he can dish it. He's going to have the ball in his hands a lot. So I'd lean over. Good take there, Sebastian.
All right, let's close this out for today.
3-point spread winners posted daily on ylose.com. That's the letter Y, LOSE.com.
Jessica, I'm just going to answer this real quick. Yes, absolutely. Joker over rebounds. Joker over everything tonight. Nobody's stopping the Joker. That's right. Yes, I do like the Nuggets tonight. Luke, any closing thoughts?
Yeah, this is the hell of a Friday show. Appreciate you guys for being here. Don't forget to smash the like button. We appreciate your subscription and your comments. They keep us lively. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's build this community and absolutely smash this weekend. One of the best couple weeks of the year coming up. Let's ride together.
Kennedy Scarlets, absolutely. Some fire in Scarlets. Shark, your closing thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about Scarlets. Scarlets, absolutely elite level stuff. I got to maybe get down there this weekend or something, do something fun. But we're having fun on a Friday. We appreciate you guys in the chat. The chat gets better every single day. And I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. People who don't chat, we see you too. You guys are incredible people for interacting with us. You prop up the show. We bring you the energy. It's a great interaction point. Have a great weekend. Let's cash these tickets. Let's dominate.
No. Actually, every penny, that wasn't even me. Somebody else on the show. You know what? We have other things going on here. We have someone building out another studio as well downstairs. So you guys are about to hear banging and soaring, and I really don't want that. Not a real good look for the show. All right, guys, this has been NBA Player Performance on Friday. As you know, Friday, of course, is payday, so let's get paid. We all look to get paid together. We're going to see you guys back here on Monday. Remember, we do this every day except for weekends, so we'll see you guys on Monday. But until then, please, 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 please bet with your heads, not over them. Remember, yesterday's a memory. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. You're here now. You're alive. And in the late, great words of Frank Sinatra, live every day like it's your last. One day it will be.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation.